Hey, before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Hey, what's up Transformers fans, geek gals, and geek guys everywhere? Thanks for coming back for another episode of MixelPix Transformers Time Warp. I'm Mike, and I want to first thank you for your comments and for reaching out and making the videos more dynamic by giving me your comments and letting me talk to you back. Today we've got something a little bit different than I've done before in the past because we're actually going to cover display items. I haven't covered a display item since I think I did my 2-year collection video, which showcased the big A2 Teletran computer, and that was a very cool mass-produced piece, and I really like having that as part of my collection. It's very high quality, very, very cool. But today we're going to talk about some other display items, Detolf backgrounds, and other diorama pieces. So if you don't know what a Detolf cabinet is, go to IKEA.com, look up Detolf, that's D-E-T-O-L-F. They are a decent glass case that other collectors are using, and it's at the amazingly low price of 60 bucks. Don't spend the $300, $200, whatever dollars that somebody might be charging on Amazon or eBay. Get it yourself if you can. You can get it shipped, even despite COVID. You're able to get it shipped, at least in my area, for 50 bucks. So it does raise the price quite a bit, but if you get a couple of them, you know, it brings down the cost per. IKEA does have light kits, but you know, that's something I haven't delved into yet. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna light mine. As you can see, we have this little pile of boxes here, and there's more stuff than just one item in that bigger box. There are also a couple of other boxes we're gonna look at, but they're not on the pile right now. All of these items come from eBay, Etsy, or Facebook. All right, not to pull the rug out from underneath you, but we're not gonna look at these boxes first. How about this first box, which comes to us from Crashbox Customs on Facebook. There you go, putting a little bit of Crash in Crashbox. Just to be clear, this is not an official unboxing. I've already unboxed this, and I've used this different box to house these two display items. First, I've got to say that the quality of this craftsmanship is awesome. You should check this guy's page out on Facebook. This is not the only stuff he does. He does other diorama pieces. He's got something on there right now, which is like the inside of a cathedral or a medieval castle. The detail work that he and his construction partner do on these diorama pieces is just awesome. But for Transformers, what's better than something to go in your Detolf that's going to look good with your collection? And there we go. So he's constructed this with a base and a background, and he's even gone to the detail of creating a magnet joint for the base and the background. So, like so. Magnets also here. And there you go. So, without any real support in your Detolf case, this thing is going to stand up. So, that is awesome. The crispness of these cuts is just super fine. The only slight criticism that I would have is that the black in the inset areas around the Autobot logo could be a deeper black. It looks a little bit gray under this light. Just to be fair, there you go. You can see the quality of that finish there. And then you can see how the background black is not completely deep and flat, uniform black. Well, it's uniform, but it's not a fine polish or a fine finish. I couldn't believe it when I found this guy, just being on Facebook and looking at other Transformers pages and sites and groups. This was a great find. I can't believe that something out there is being made like this by, you know, just one of us collectors or one of us regular people. Of course, I don't know how regular you are if you've got this kind of talent. And then, of course, it wouldn't be complete unless you had, whoa, ugh. Sorry, some tape got stuck there. Let's see, afraid I might have scuffed it up a little bit. Actually, looks like it's doing okay. Well, might be a little scuff there. No, actually, it looks okay. Okay, so there you go, Decepticon base and Decepticon background, also with a magnet. Ah, nuts. This might have been from storing it improperly. Whoops. Ah, nuts. This might have been from storing it improperly here on this corner. I don't know if you can make that out, but yeah, that's a bummer, that little nick there. But I suppose a little bit of paint can help cover that up. But you can see here, same great quality of carving and design, and it is also freestanding. And look at how he's got this line that lines up right there. You know, it's just, that's a great little attention to detail. So if you're interested in something that's going to make your Detolf or other display look more realistic and higher end, definitely look up Crashbox Customs on Facebook. They're also on YouTube, so check them out there, and I'll put that link in the description below. So one thing I don't want to do is give you the wrong impression about the quality of the Decepticon base here. I chose to store these two together. When they came shipped, they were packaged up really nicely and safely. I didn't notice any of this kind of chipping or anything that I'd seen on the Decepticon base here until now. And so I'm thinking that that happened, at least for the most part, because it was in a box with the other one and they were sliding against each other and I did not have padding in there. So that's probably my bad, and I don't want to disparage Crashbox Customs work, because the work is awesome. All right, as you can see, these displays from Crashbox are just amazing. My hat is off to you guys at Crashbox Customs. Thank you so much for such beautiful pieces that I can put my figures on. I'm gonna have a lot of pride displaying my characters against these backgrounds. And let's see how they look against MP scale characters. Here's one of our standards, MP10 Optimus Prime. And making only his second appearance in a MixelPix video, MP36 Megatron. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that I found out about Crashbox Customs through Bobby Skullface's YouTube channel. So if you're looking for other Transformers content, definitely check out Bobby Skullface. He's been in the game for a long time, doesn't pretend to decide what's best for everybody, and I think he presents a very honest opinion about the things he reviews. This Detolf background comes to us from eBay via Battlegrounds Games. If you can read that hand-scrawled note there, GB Detolf BG, that is my code for Ghostbusters Detolf background. This is also not an official unboxing because I've already unboxed it and taken a look at it. I put it back in here for storage. So right off the bat, it feels like good quality paper. You do have some of the print coming off on the paper, but that's not really going to matter. It's this nice grunge Ghostbusters background, so that's pretty cool. And it does come with double-sided sticky tape affixed to top, bottom, and middle, so that you know, you can apply this to the back of your Detolf and have it stick there. A couple of criticisms that I have for this would be that it looks like the source image isn't really the resolution for this size print. Some of the details just don't look sharp, and you know, you're gonna get that if you don't have a high resolution source image. Another thing is, I actually would have preferred this maybe laminated, at least with a matte laminate, so that it would last and that it would stand up to maybe reaffixing it multiple times. I can imagine this could have been done with Velcro instead of double-sided sticky tape, so that in your Detolf you can take it off and reapply it multiple times. But this is going to be good. I've got the Eaglemoss Ecto 1 kit coming in the mail on a regular basis, and this will be a cool background for that. And the 2 Ghostbusters Transformers Collaborative figures, MP10G and Ectotron. So, cool thing to have. Thank you very much, Battlegrounds Games. Battlegrounds Games has other Detolf backgrounds also for sale, so if you're interested in getting something that's already printed, you don't have to deal with doing the printing and the formatting and whatever else goes on with this. Check them out. They've got a variety of different backgrounds. This comes to us via Facebook from Robin Song, aka Pastor Robin, as he's known in the TF community. Pastor Robin is a TF collecting veteran of 10 plus years, and he was a featured interview on TF Source's Collector's Corner blog due to his not just extensive collection, but he's known for the amazing LED customs for Masterpiece Toys. So, first off, he's got these nicely packaged custom Energon cubes. Of course, you can't call them Energon because, you know, that's copyright. But check these out. Energon. And the artwork on this custom package I just love. He's got 6 here in this set. It comes with a remote control. I guess, I'm not sure what these, oh, these are, I think, sleeves to change out the cubes to all pink if you want, or you can change them out to the multicolored rainbow if you want as well. So they are light up cubes, and they are remote controlled. So I asked for 2 sets of this, and he's such a nice guy, he even threw in an extra cube for me. This is one of his first generation Energon cubes, LED light ups, and it's got an activation button here. It's not got batteries, I guess, but yeah, this is the first generation of his Energon cubes. He also has made his own custom version of Vector Sigma, and he does have it wired for LED. So let me get that plugged in. First, let me show you the other couple things. He's got a base plate for it, and he's got the key to Vector Sigma. And here is the control box for Vector Sigma. And he was nice enough to include batteries on the sale. Well, he was nice enough to include the batteries, but I think the batteries have been sitting so long that they're dead. So let me change those out and see if we can't get this thing lit up. All right, well, I tried a couple different sets of batteries. I opened up the battery compartment. I tried different things, and I just can't get it to light up. But I swear it lit up when I first got it. So I'm gonna reach out to Pastor Robin and find out what I might be doing wrong. I don't know electrical, so maybe I've fouled something up along the way. So I'll reach out to him and see what happens. Otherwise, you can see that, you know, with multiple lights from different angles, it catches those lights nicely. It's got an interesting glossy finish. It's not polished like a, you know, a glass orb, but it does look nice, catches the light, especially on camera here. It's gonna look pretty good with my collection, I think. If nothing else, it's larger than the Vector Sigma you get with Optimus Prime MB10, right? The cool thing about this is that the manufacturer of this, I don't know where he sourced the ball from or if he created it himself, but it has that triangular pattern on the inside. So when it lights up, it does have that triangular look all around the orb. So it'll pretty much look like the cartoon. So if you're interested in custom LED work for the Masterpiece line, whether it be accessories or LED customized characters, check out his Facebook page, MP Crafts by Pastor Robin. And warping to us through Transformers time from eBay is a diorama piece from Collector Crafts. This is their Energon cannon from G1 Season 1, and this comes to us from Episode 2, More Than Meets the Eye Part 2.
Space cruiser nearly complete.
And the Energon cubes?
3,000 Astroliters more required.
We need one more source of energy, Soundwave.
The ruby crystals of Burma.
Right. I can almost see those ruby crystals now. Starscream! What in the universe are you doing?
Testing the Energon cubes. They work!
Of course they work. Now we need 2 strikes before we'll have enough energy to return to Cybertron.
What's the difference? There's plenty here for us.
The difference is time, you fool. You said attack!
Collector Crafts is an official partner and producer of Funby Studios designs. So this is an official product through this distributor. And if you're not familiar with Funby Studios, just Google that and check out that site. There's some cool stuff on there. So looking at the toy line from an adult perspective, it is kind of a bummer that we didn't get little accessories like this. But I suppose when you know, you're putting out Transformer toys that range in size, it might actually expose the fact that your toys aren't actually on scale with the cartoon. That aside, this is a cool piece. I've already opened it up and taken a look at it. I haven't assembled it, but I'm very excited about this. Right off the bat, look at this purple goodness. I mean, if that doesn't say G1 Decepticon, I don't know what does. And so it comes with its various parts. And as you might be able to tell, it is 3D printed, but that 3D print, that shine is beautiful. I'm not usually a fan of being able to see the 3D print, but this thing, it looks like it's been densely done, and the coloring, the material is great. It comes with its own set of Energon cubes, and these are a heavy-duty set. They are solid Energon cubes, and as you can see, they've got the hose attachments so that it can be siphoning Energon from the cubes to power the cannon. We've got the base of it. We've got the cannon top. We've got the cannon hoses and barrels. The Energon cubes, as we saw. And a base adapter. So as the eBay seller states, this was actually based on a Funby Studios 3D design. The eBayer modified it a little bit and also created a third piece for it. Originally this was just legend size, and they created this adapter to make it MP size. So now you can use it with MP11 or your Make Toys Seekers. And as you can see, that extension significantly increases the height. So let's get it assembled. So we've got a couple of hoses, and they're pretty well detailed. Got that little hose attachment here, which is really cool. We've got 2 super shiny barrels. That's pretty awesome. And we've got an extra wooden peg here to secure the base extension, which, as you can see, has a 2-hole solution here. Single peg, 2-hole. So I guess the single peg means that the head of the cannon is going to swivel. It's not going to tilt necessarily, but at least it'll swivel. So that's pretty cool. Let's put this peg in. Get some extra security for that base. Oops. Yeah. Fits in here pretty easily. It looks like you could use a little super glue to keep these in place if you wanted to make them permanent, but it looks like they'll stay in there. Yep, no tilt. Does swivel though. Could use a little something else maybe to give it a little friction on the turn so it wasn't so wobbly, but it just gleams. It's really awesome. Okay, so I guess you can attach these hoses to either place here on the cannon top or on the base. Let's try that. Okay, this hole is not for the hose. Got a little detail, but it's not an adapter for the hose. That does not fit. All right, right? Doesn't, or does it? Ooh, no, you can make it fit. All right, so you can make it fit if you want. The seller said that you can change out these wires for other wires, other length if you want, because all this is actually electrical wire. And you can change it out for longer lengths if you want to run that hose down to the cubes, I guess. Oh no. Oh shoot, the adapter just came off inside the hole. Eee. And I don't want to use pliers on this because I don't want to screw up the 3D print. Okay. Oh no. It just broke off. It just broke off in there. Not cool. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna have to see if the eBay seller can sell me another hose adapter. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, let's pretend it's not broken. All right, aside from the fact that the hose adapter broke off in the cannon turret, you can see that the thing assembles and looks really nice. It catches light just like crazy. It looks so G1, and the geometry of it just, you know, shows through like it's an illustration. Really nice. You can hide the fact that that one hose isn't actually connected because you can put it behind the stand. So this is going to be a cool display piece. I can't wait to put Starscream behind it. All right, so just a note to all you people out there who aren't familiar with 3D printed objects. They can be fragile, apparently. So yeah, be careful when the pieces are crafted to a thin width, then be extra careful. One final note about this print. The fixed barrels are cool for display, but you can't do land battle with them. It's only surface to air battle. So it's got some limited diorama play, but I think Starscream's still gonna look really good behind it. And warping to us through Transformers time from eBay is a custom Decepticon computer for your diorama use by Wonderful Toys. I love the name and I love their icon. Their icon is the Joker from the 1989 Batman movie, and in that movie he says, "Where does he get those wonderful toys?" So there you go, some geek reference for you. And being a fan of the original Tim Burton Batman movie, I really appreciate that. So this diorama piece is for the Decepticons, and it is their computer. The eBay listing name is Transformers W2 Toys BG-A3 Large Big Computer Decepticon Base Nemesis. This is a custom-made piece, and if I'm understanding it correctly, it's got a very similar model number to BG-A2, which is the model for the Teletran computer from X2 Toys. So I guess the scale is supposed to go with that. Regardless, this is masterpiece scale. I am excited to see this. I've had it for a while sitting around, and I wanted to make sure that the excitement of the moment was captured and that you guys got to see the unboxing. So it's been opened, but it hasn't been unpacked. So you're gonna see it with me for the first time. And we'll give this an MP scale comparison once we've got it unwrapped. You hear that? It's got a little bit of weight to it. Wow. Oh my gosh. It does have some weight to it. Okay, so my first impressions are that it is a cool looking piece. I was hoping that the colored panels would actually be painted, but I think they're decals. So we'll have to see how those stand the test of time. But from a display standpoint, this thing is looking pretty cool. It's got good sculpting. It looks like it's probably from a couple of casts. So not 3D printed. So if you're not into the 3D printed look, that's good for you. And you know, it has a very basic geometry to it. So that's very fitting for the G1 series. So if you're looking for that toon quality, this looks like it's it. So if you take a look at the reference picture that the seller included, you can tell that some of these panels are not actually the right size. Like this should be more slender. This should be more slender. But you know, those are just minor details. And overall, this thing is pretty cool. Flipping it around here, they've got a spot for you to put, I guess, some kind of tablet. So like the BG-A2 from X2 Toys, you can put a tablet in here and actually have an image of maybe Megatron or Shockwave on there. It makes me wonder if ToyHacks.com might have some labels to go on this, or if I can use some of the labels from the Toy Hacks BG-A2 sticker sheet. All right, cool, I'm happy with this. One more thing, it looks like on the back here you can insert maybe a little plastic back. So if you don't want an actual screen in there for a tablet screen, you can actually put maybe a piece of plastic in here, or it's got a little groove. So it looks like you can put some kind of plastic sheeting behind here to hold the tablet in place. Otherwise, I don't know if the tablet's really going to sit in place very well by itself. So that's one concern right there. If you're going to put your tablet in, you're going to need some way to secure it. But as far as the overall look of it, this is pretty cool. Thank you, Wonderful Toys. All right, I stand corrected. This thing is 3D printed. Can you see some of those fibers in there and those lines? It's 3D printed and then I guess finished and sanded, and it has a nice finished look to it. So 3D printed, I guess, completely, but as you can see right there, there you go. That's telling. All right, so yeah, 3D printed, but still looking really nice. And now for the MP scale comparison test. Here is Wonderful Toys Nemesis computer in its natural habitat. All right, let's bring in Shockwave MP29, and making his third appearance in a MixelPix video, Megatron MP36. Looks like old Megatron's a little unhappy. All right, so as you can see, the computer stands up against the MP scale test, so this is a great piece to display your MP collection with. And finally, warping to us through Transformers Time from Etsy.com via Studio Oz LLC. This is a diorama piece portraying the Ark, and I'm really excited about this. This thing holds a lot of potential. You should see the shop on Etsy. This person does professional work for the entertainment industry in Florida, and the reproductions of props in the Etsy store are amazing. By the way, this seller has also produced a Cybertron wall art piece that, as you can see here, looks fantastic. I can't believe how detailed this is. The lighting looks great. I can only imagine that this will look exquisite with your one studio cell Unicron or HasLab Unicron. I think it would go great just with an entire display dedicated to Unicron. But regardless, it is an amazing piece, and it's got a price tag that goes with it. Coming in well under this price is the Ark. Some instructions for assembly, and that is a very nice touch so that you can ensure the quality of your final piece. Looks like it's well packed here with some foam on top. Look at that peeking out. How cool is that? Okay. Home. Wow. All right. Let's put that there for a moment. Don't miss this piece. It's actually a metal tube. It's going to go in here. All right, a little note about that. Don't add glue to the arc socket, but add glue to the base socket. As you can see, this thing just looks awesome on camera. The color really pops. It doesn't pop as much to the eye as it does here on the shot, but the panel line detailing is amazing. The feel of it in my hands is, it's got a great weight. The painting of it, the blue windows there in the front, that's painted. And it just looks awesome. I mean, how much more cartoon could you want this? This is just beautiful. The underside is all panel lined too. And this is like a resin, I believe. It is cast, I think. I don't know. Well, maybe it's wood, maybe it's carved. I don't know, but it is really nice. Little spire detail here, also very cool. As you can see, compared with the ship from the cartoon, this thing looks really close to that design, really carries off the cartoon aesthetic, but it does have some differences. Seeing this on camera really makes me appreciate the base and how the artist actually crafted it to look like some kind of asteroid rock. I think that's a really nice touch. It wasn't necessary. They could have done a curved base for some weight, but they chose to do an actual sculpted rock type base. Thank you, Studio Oz LLC. This is gonna have a nice place in my collection, and I'm looking forward to how I can figure out how to display it best and with whom I can display it. If you geek gals and geek guys are interested, this model actually comes in 2 different paint options. This traditional yellow cartoon version and a metallic version. So check them out at Etsy.com, Studio Oz LLC. All right, well that's all the diorama and display items that I had to show you today. I hope you've enjoyed checking out these display and diorama pieces from these very talented creators for your Transformers collection. Robin Song, aka Pastor Robin, on Facebook. Crashbox Customs, also on Facebook. From eBay, Collector Crafts, Battlegrounds Games, and Wonderful Toys. And from Etsy, Studio Oz LLC. There are a couple of other resources that you might want to check out. One of them is YouTube user Lee Brasington. It's Brasington, and he is a display fabricator for Transformers backgrounds. So check him out on YouTube if you're interested in that. I haven't bought anything from him, but it does look like he puts out some interesting stuff. Also, if you're not familiar with Shapeways.com, it's a 3D printing service and website, and it houses individual stores, much like Etsy. So you can go there and check out products from individual sellers / designers. If you go there, go to the marketplace link at the bottom of the first page, and then just hit the search Spyglass and type in Transformers, and you're gonna find a bunch of stuff. Thank you for taking time out to check out some cool Transformers stuff with me. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, and thank you for the views. Thank you for the subscriptions. And if you haven't subscribed but you've been viewing, consider hitting that subscribe button. And then also hit that notification button so you get notified when the next video drops. And thank you especially for the comments that you're leaving. It's fun to talk to you guys and share some thoughts. All right, geek gals and geek guys, I'm Mike, and this has been Transformers Time Warp. Until next time, happy collecting, everybody.